Feedback. Feedback. Hi, this is Theo Broughton.
And I am Thabiti Mpinga.
Inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for Feedback,
A positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
And take us along with you. Feedback, feedback. And we are hot, as they say. Happy Monday, everybody. Oh, do I seem excited?
You are
I'm
excited.
excited. Okay. Thank you for tuning in to Feedback, a positive image production by Hood Research. My name is Theo Broughton, co-founder of Hood Research, and my co-host.
How's everybody doing today? Mark Cummings in the building. It's a beautiful morning, and it's going to be a great show.
It's a beautiful day in the
Yes,
neighborhood.
indeed.
Oh man, there is so much going on. We had a man who was just crowned the king of England, and he had the nerve to ask the people over there, "Would you pledge allegiance to me?" Well, there were a few people. You know, there's always somebody that drinks the Kool-Aid. And said, "Yes, sir, Mr. King," and the other people didn't even say, "Hell no, we pledge allegiance to you." I think he was probably a little startled, don't you? You could get startled by something like that anyway. Anyhow, I want to say happy Monday to, let's see, who do I say happy Monday to today? To Carl and to Vera and Ron and Rosa and Miss Biddy
Okay.
and Sister Fedora. Okay, who you want to say good morning to?
Well, the usual suspects. HBCU crew.
Yeah.
Chef Jeff Tony.
All right now.
Indeed, the barber, Eric Scott. The real estate mogul, Chico Frank Sorrell.
All right.
And all my friends across the country who check in, Brother Junior Simon and DJ. And just right across the board, Troy Gann. If you're in Louisiana, New Orleans, Second Vine Wine, you're going to get you a bottle of some exquisite wine.
Oh,
Just put
yeah.
a shout out for the brother.
All right. And of course, we got to say good morning to Bob Law in New York, too.
Indeed.
Yeah, there are just so many things that have been going on. And for anybody who pays attention to Hispanic holidays, Friday was Cinco de Mayo, but they had their parade on Sunday. And there's a lot that is being considered here. You know, in Lansing, now for those who may not know, we have majority Democratic control in the state Senate, majority Democratic control in the state House of Representatives, and Democratic control in the governor's office. That's interesting. I'm hearing that they're reviewing Proposition 406 that was changed into 436 to slam Detroiters, and they are considering now reversing that. I thought that was interesting. And there is the $15 an hour wage that had been approved. It was on the ballot.
Okay.
And the Republicans had gutted that also.
Of course.
So the current crew are now considering righting that wrong. And you were saying you saw something in the paper about child labor laws?
We might have to get into that later on because that's a heavy piece. I guess just popped up on us. But yeah,
okay.
we got Brother KJ going to come. We're going to talk about some farming too. But yeah, you're right. I was just telling Miss Broden, it's like, okay, if you want to treat black folks so bad, and y'all know we at the bottom, but the bottom of the house is the foundation of the house.
Yes.
So if you start to messing around and letting everything crack at the bottom, the whole thing start to cave in. So now you got Iowa. There's so many people don't want to take these jobs
What?
that they are relaxing child labor laws.
What?
Yes, you know.
In Iowa?
In Iowa. So
Oh,
we definitely could go in depth about that. Matter of fact, they talk about letting 10-year-olds work.
10-year.
I'm telling
You
you,
know what?
this is crazy.
Maybe that's why the program, I don't remember, I must have been channel surfing. It was on some station. And this little child had soul, I don't know, something when he was in kindergarten.
Oh my goodness.
Learning the business in kindergarten, you know. So currently he's 7 years old, and he has now written a book.
Okay.
A 7-year-old has written a book. And his book can be purchased on, Amazon or somewhere. Oh, and the mother and father were so proud. So maybe that was, an introduction to child labor.
Hey.
Okay.
It's getting crazy out here. It's getting crazy out here. But yes, indeed. But Tim, can you get us to a quick break so we can get Brother KJ in here? Because he got to get in. He got some work to tell us about. We got to get him in and out of here because he got a lot of stuff to do, he said today. He was going to hit us up at the 9 o'clock hour. And I know the traffic a little crazy out there. We go get him on. So take us to a quick break, Brother Tim, so we can get him on in here.
We'll be back momentarily.
It's the These Nuts Show with your host, Butter and friends. Butter here, magician escape artist, practicing for my show tonight. Come on in, have a seat.
All right, everybody settle. Butter, you're on in 5, 4, 3, 2.
In a few seconds, you gotta be enough to get out of this one. Twist a little turn, ta-da! It's showtime. It's your old friend Butter here. I may be a nut, but I know to wear my mask. Please welcome my first guest tonight, fitness guru, Wally Warner.
Wally Warner here to tell you to wash your hands with soap and water for 20 seconds so you will stay healthy and strong like me.
Almond Cruz here, sliding in with the news. Distance is what we must do to stay away from the chew and other germs in the air that might be trying to get on you. Social distancing is a wonderful way to see friends. As long as you're 6 feet apart, you win.
Hey there, friends. I wouldn't miss this for the world. It's me, Pumpkin Spice, your healthy girl. Remember, it's important to use your kind hearts and follow the signs to stay healthy and safe at all times.
Chica Chiminsky here to say, don't forget the little ones that need you to lead the way. That's how we remember to wash our hands, mask, and social distance today.
Morgan Raisin. Yes, it's me, here to sing about health and safety. We are all here to help get a message out to your grapevine, teaching healthy choices to stay safe all the time.
Don't let these guys drive you nuts. Put your mask on first. They'll let you be. And it keeps me safe from the
chew
that's trying to get on me.
Butter me up. She's right, you know. Thank you, Hallie Cranberry, for joining the show. Let's all be nuts about our health. Social distancing, wash your hands frequently, use hand sanitizer, and wear a mask. Practice what we learned to stay away from the germs. We're all in this together. Coming soon, the many adventures of these nuts in a theater near you.
Feedback. Hi, this is Theo Broughton,
And I am Thabiti Mpinga,
inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for Feedback.
a positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV. Watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
and take us along with you. Feedback.
Back once again this morning. And look what I have. I bet you can't guess what it is. Nah, I guess it's with us, Mark.
Yes, indeed. I just say I'm excited today because I met this brother online, and he teaches farming. Okay, and we know we coming in the spring right now, and we gonna need to start learning how to start them gardens back up in these backyards out here. Get us some fresh food waiting up for the community. Folks, I'm telling you, I got brother Akaje. Akaje mean truth. They call him truth out there. Brother Akaje. Speak to the viewers and listeners out there.
Peace and love, everybody. How y'all doing, man? It's a pleasure to be here on the show today.
Right, tell us who is Ikaje.
Okay, my name Ikaje. My name is Ikaje. Everybody in the community know me as Brother Truth. I'm a urban farmer, father, husband, community organizer, activist, or whatever language you would like to use. I have a program in my community where we teach youth farming. So we have a farmer apprentice program, and we teach the youth from ages, I think our youngest is maybe like 6 or 7.
Wow.
So 6 or 7 all the way up till 16, 17 years old.
Yeah.
We have students, and our program is from April to October. So from April to October, every week we have classes held at my farm, which is located on Danbury Street, right off of 8 Mile and John R. in the State Fairgrounds area.
Okay.
That's the community that I grew up in. So I was behooved to go back to my community and do something different than what I was doing before.
Oh, man.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's wonderful, though, because we don't always find people who are concerned about health, for one thing, and about getting involved in sharing with the young people. Because when they have something positive to do, then they don't tend to just kind of slide into negative activity.
No, that's true.
And then when you watch, a plant grow, and you look at the buds, and this is so cool.
Ms. Brown, you already just said you ready to put that fresh oregano in your spaghetti.
Oh, you told them that's what it. That's right.
Indeed.
This is fresh oregano.
Indeed, indeed. But it's called Liberated Farms, Brother Ikaje.
Yes, sir.
Liberation through agriculture. I love it because, I was just go online and I saw the piece where they're not going to give these farmers this money they had promised.
Yeah.
They had put together that $5 billion package. Everybody was excited. They're going to give some money to the black farmers. I think we're supposed to get like almost half of it out of that package. Of course, the Republicans was crying as reparations and all this other stuff. So somebody in Wisconsin put a suit in, blocked the thing, and what they did was Biden put the package in that doggone bill called the Inflation Reduction Act, and they just wiped it out. They put all the money back into the general fund. So we're running out of farmers with land. They say we only got 1% of the land in the entire country.
Anyway.
So, but we do have land that we live on. We do have these spaces where we own these homes. We got backyards and things. Is that how you got started? Just saying, look, man, I got to get me a spot and grow some food.
Basically, yes. So how I got started is I was working with another brother, and we just did some random raised beds, like on the street, on the west side, on Ferry Park. And we were just calling it guerrilla gardening. So that was
Brother Yusef?
Yeah, it's by his property, but I was working with another guy with Brother Yusef. So yes, it was right by his property that he had by the Mama Cool House. So that was my first, to growing vegetables. That was my first experience. So I took that and I was like, well, I could do this. We just had 2 small raised beds. So I'm like, I could put this in my community, in my neighborhood where I grew up at. So I was riding through the neighborhood one day, and I realized thought about this park we used to play at, but it was abandoned. So they had removed all the equipment, stuff like that, and then it had started to flood over the years. So it's like a natural marshland out there. So, but right next to it is green space. So I just put 2 raised beds right there in the park, and that's how I started. So I started right there. Then I got with a couple of other people, got connected with some children, and then we started bringing the children out there in 2017. And then in 2018, we went through an incident. It was dubbed Gardening While Black. It was these 3 Caucasian women in the community who, didn't want me over there for whatever reason. So they started calling the police on me. This was in 2018. So from March 2018 to May of 2018. No, this was a 2-month span. They called the police on me over 20 times. So I was eventually arrested and charged with stalking. But I was charged with stalking because they said that they lied. They went to the police and they was lying, saying that I was threatening them, that I was gonna burn their house down, threatening to kill them. They told the police one day I was out there raking. They told the police that I flashed a gun at them. Police pull up. They like 3-4 cars deep, 7-8 police officers. But they never told me why they called or what was the reason they showed up the way that they did. I didn't find that out until I went to court.
So they was trying to hit you up with a felony charge.
At first they were.
Okay.
But they couldn't get any felony charges to stick, so they charged me with a misdemeanor stalking. But this is why they charged me with stalking, because my garden, the farm is across the street from these two women's house. But it's a
Not
public
next
park.
door, across
the street. But it's a public park. So they said that that's why they told them that I threatened them, because then they said that every time they see me, they felt uncomfortable or whatever the case. So that's how they were able to charge me with stalking. So we ended up going to trial. We beat the case. It went viral. It was all over the news and stuff like that. And then we came out smelling like roses for real. So now we own the
park?
Not the park. No. We adopted the park though. I still take care of the park. But I had adopted the park back then at that time, so I was taking care of the park. So like if you ride down the street where I used to be at, it's not being taken care of the way that I was taking care of it. I was keeping that whole block clean, the trash and all that. So they just did the Motor City match, so they came and cleaned it up now.
Okay, good.
But before that, it was like I was going to go back over there, but I'm still going to go back to that park this year.
Okay.
We gotta
So you left that park
and went around the corner.
spot,
Yeah,
okay.
because I bought some land.
Okay.
So therefore, I could do what I wanted to do on the land. So I couldn't really design the city-owned land the way that I wanted to.
Understood.
So now we have. Not only do I have land, but I've also helped other families come who are farming on the same block as me. So across the street from me is a family that farms, Working Roots Farm.
Okay.
Then
so you bought one of them empty lots.
Yeah, I bought 4 empty lots.
All right now.
Yeah,
like
and
that.
we're working on acquiring 4 more. So basically, our goal is to gather the 4 families that's on the block is to buy up the block until buy up that whole block. There's a few houses on the block, but we want all the lots that are not purchased on that block.
I
So
love it.
we basically like own the whole block between me and the other 2 families that are working with me.
And then these 3 women move out.
No, they still over there.
Oh, ain't even gonna concerned about them.
Yeah, no, I ain't tripping on them.
Oh,
No, it's them having to see me and watch me work and continue to do.
Own business.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's more painful than anything that I would do to them.
Got you.
Good.
Well, folks, I'm gonna say this.
Wow.
Miss Broden, it's so many brothers out there doing good things. I mean, I'm so tired of getting this line that the brothers ain't doing nothing and blase split.
No, that's real.
Folks, this man here, Brother Ikaje, he said, look, you got to listen. You got to get some of these brochures. You got to go to the website here. It's www.liberated.farms.com, and that's LIBERATED, FARMS, liberatedfarms.com. Check it out. Because he got some herbs. Miss Broden right here, she always talking about them herbs. And the healing properties of herbs.
Yeah.
In your brochure that you gave me this morning, let's go to this, because you got the land now.
Yeah.
You growing stuff for people. You got the powerhouse medicinal backyard weeds. What are some of these? I see plantain on there.
So you got plantain, you got red clover, and you have
got thistle on here.
Milk thistle. So plantain is good for like inflammation, bee stings, or like pain. So let's say if you was out and you was walking and you got stung by a bee, you can look and find a yard or find wherever you buy and find some plantain and like make it into like a post. Like a paste almost, ground it up, and then you can put it on the bee sting or the burn or whatever you have, and it will help that. And you can also use it for like inflammation in your joints. So you would take some plantain, you know how they do cabbage, and wrap it around the joints and stuff like that. And then red clover. What red clover is?
Folks, he got pictures of it, so you can. Because I know this one grows. A lot of times.
This grow right in your front yard.
Right, that's got the long stem.
And then the red clover has the little pink flowers on it. So the little, or the white flowers too. That's clover as well, but it's just white. And they have the same medicinal properties. So what red clover is like red clover is a blood cleanser. So you can. So what I use is to say if a person has blood clots or something like that, then we would use like red clover, burdock root, stuff like that to help them to help to help them get through the blood clots. Yeah, to thin the blood. So it's like a blood thinner, but it also can help women like with their regulate their cramps, PMS, and stuff like that as well too. And milk thistle.
Yeah, I see that on there. Control diabetes. That's big.
Yeah, milk thistle. I was about to say it's like a diuretic, so it can help with diabetes, lupus, things of that nature, MS. You know what I mean? So it has many properties. It can help regulate, like you said, regulate diabetes. We're seeing a lot of people think that diabetes comes from eating too much sugar, which it can come from, but the main contributors of the sugar is not like the candy or the sweets. It comes from starches, and it comes from like liquor and red meat. So like most people who have diabetes, I would recommend them to stop eating pork and beef immediately. You know what I'm saying?
How much time you got for us? Wow. Because I know you say you got to get to class.
Yeah. What time is it?
It's 9:23 right now. How can we get you to at least 9:45?
Yeah, I stay to 9:45. That's not a problem.
We got to go to a break at the bottom of the hour and then get 15. Because I'm telling you, Miss Brown, this guy, now you got a class. You teach this to people.
Yes. So I do a youth farmer apprentice program. So every Sunday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., we have youth come to the farm and we teach them A to Z of urban farming. And so like last week we did foraging. So we foraged dandelions. So what we're going to do with the dandelions is I'm going to make tea. So I'm going to dry out the dandelions and we're going to make a tea using dandelions and peppermint, and we're going to give that to the youth and they're going to sell the teas. So that's a part of how they get their money through the apprentice program, because I pay my youth. So they get a stipend starting in June, bi-monthly stipend, and then also every month we do a market. We're going to do a market and we're going to set up on 8 Mile, right like 8 Mile and John R.
Okay.
It's a vacant plaza with 2 little empty spaces. So we're going to set a tent up right there, and we're going to have our produce. We're going to have the teas, and we're going to have other products that the youth make selling out there. So the youth can be able to make money. We're going to have water, lemonade, stuff like that out there too as well. But
what's dandelion tea used for?
So dandelion is something else that helps with diabetes as well. So dandelion is a very powerful herb. You can use the root, you can use the leaves, or you can use the flower. Yep. So what we're doing, we're going to make tea using the flower. So we're going to take the dandelion flower and make tea, dry it out and make tea out of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
That is really interesting, Miss Bro.
Right.
That's right up
no,
your alley.
Yeah. But wait now, before we leave these plantain, isn't that the same? Not plant. It looks like a banana. Only a
no, that's plantain. That's the fruit that grows. Like that's a different plant. So it's this plant doesn't produce that fruit, but it's still plantain, and it's different varieties of plantain. So I have the one that's in the brochure. And then it grows different ways, but it's mainly they all similar. You know what I mean? But that plantain is a total separate plant than what we have, like growing in our yard.
Gotcha.
Tim said we gotta go to this bottom of the hour break.
Yes, this is very interesting, educational, and we'll be back momentarily.
You ready to put your podcast on iHeartRadio? Yes, your podcast on iHeartRadio. What about Alexa, Roku, Fire Stick, Apple TV, Android, or iPhone? Plus live TV streaming. Get your podcast seen and heard all over the world. Call 313-868-6612. Pre-recorded shows are accepted to be archived. This is a WHPR distribution platform. Download the app from the App Store. Go to WHPRTV.com. Channels available for lease 24/7 on Roku, Fire Stick, or Apple TV. Coming soon, subscription and pay-per-view.
Also,
Block Time is available. Get yours. Call 313-868-6612. That's 313-868-6612. Executive producer R.J. Watkins. Program director Henry Tyler. 107.5 FM WGPR HD2. RadioWeCanSee.com.
It's
time to do something more. Join the Detroit Police Department, either straight out of high school or make a bold career change. Officers start at $40,000, plus health insurance, paid vacation, retirement plans, and more. Apply online at joindetroitblue.org.
It's the These Nuts Show with your host, Butter and friends. Butter here, magician escape artist, practicing for my show tonight. Come on in, have a seat.
All right, everybody settle. Butter, you're on in 5, 4, 3, 2.
In a few seconds, you gotta be enough to get out of this one. Twist a little turn cutter. It's showtime. It's your old friend Butter here. I may be a nut, but I know to wear my mask. Please welcome my first guest tonight, fitness guru, Wally Wallman.
Wally Womack here to tell you to wash your hands with soap and water for 20 seconds so you will stay healthy and strong like me.
Almond Cruz here, sliding in with the news. Distance is what we must do to stay away from the chew and other germs in the air that might be trying to get on you. Social distancing is a wonderful way to see friends. As long as you're 6 feet apart, you win.
Hey there, friends. I wouldn't miss this for the world. It's me, Pumpkin Spice, your healthy girl. Remember, it's important to use your kind hearts and follow the signs to stay healthy and safe at all times.
Chica Chiminsky here to say, don't forget the little ones that need you to lead the way. That's how we remember to wash our hands, mask, and social distance today.
Morgan Raisin. Yes, it's me, here to sing about health and safety. We are all here to help get a message out to your grapevine, teaching healthy choices to stay safe all the time.
Don't let these guys drive you nuts. Put your mask on first. They'll let you be. And it keeps me safe from the
chew
that's trying to get on me.
Butter me up. She's right, you know. Thank you, Hallie Cranberry, for joining the show. Let's all be nuts about our health. Social distancing, wash your hands frequently, use hand sanitizer, and wear a mask. Practice what we learned to stay away from the germs. We're all in this together. Coming soon, the many adventures of these nuts in a theater near you.
Feedback. Hi, this is Theo Broughton.
And I am Thabiti Mpinga.
Inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for Feedback,
a positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV. Watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
And take us along with you. Feedback.
Along with you. And we are back. Thank you so much for staying tuned to Feedback, a positive image production by Hood Research.
Yes, indeed.
Mark, and
I just want to say that Brother Akaje, the truth is bringing the truth, folks. We want to definitely get out here and get the health right. And with spring coming into effect mode, this is the perfect time to talk about gardening and health and eating the right things, just fresh. Hey, just some spices and things.
Right,
I love
right. And for people who have diabetes or maybe what is it? Type 2, I guess, is the first, and type 1 is the worst. But anyway, to learn about the herbs, because diabetes can destroy your kidneys, destructive issues with that. And if your kidneys are damaged, now you go on dialysis, and we see those machines all over the city. So urban farming is an answer that more and more people need to learn about. Would you tell us about raised, you talk about raised gardens. Tell us, what is a raised garden?
So basically, a raised bed garden is a garden that's not planted in the ground. So you, instead of planting directly, so in urban settings, most of the time, the vacant lots used to have houses on them, and they got tore down. And they, they put things. A lot of the stuff goes back into
the basement. Yes.
Into the soil that's not good for that you can't grow.
Right.
So it takes some years for that stuff to get out the soil to cleanse itself. So we, instead of waiting for the soil to clean or to amend the soil, which would take a lot more to do, you just use raised beds and you build, construct out of wood, bricks, whatever it is that you can make a raised bed from anything. I've used cinder blocks before. I've used just old wood logs.
Now, that's part of the part with the teaching on Sundays.
Yeah,
teach them how to build their own raised bed.
Yes, they do.
Okay.
So, like I said, with the program, they do from A to Z. So they learn how to build a raised bed. They learn how to plant from seed, directly from seed. They learn how to transplant. They learn how to do anything that you have to do on an urban farm, or even some things that you do on a traditional farm, which a lot of it correlates. But it's just that with the setting that we're in makes us have to adjust, and we're not doing on a large scale as like the commercial farmers or the rural farms. So that's the only thing that really is the difference, is the location of the farm.
Right.
Wow.
The city farm.
Yeah. So that's all the raised bed is just something that's not directly planted in the ground. It could be raised up off the ground. It can be sit on the ground. You can put a raised bed wherever you want to, a rooftop, wherever you can get. As long as you can get some good soil there and put it in the raised bed, you can grow anything anywhere.
Got you.
Oh, okay.
I know you guys chopping out the bit out there. We're going to open up these phone lines. Call on in. Holler at Brother Kajay. 313-868-4336. 313-868-0351. We're going to be looking to hear from him because Kajay said he's going to stay with us till 10 now. So I'm telling you, we got him for about 27 more minutes. A beautiful thing. Brother, first of all, give them a number, because I know a lot of them out there, this internet stuff, they like to call and talk to people. Give them a number where they can call and get information about Liberated Farms.
So the number to call for Liberated Farms is 248-993-3610. Again, that's 248-993-3610.
Okay, all right, folks, there it is. And I'm noticing here they say, okay, look, this is some of the things that you're growing on these farms that you got out here. Lettuce, spinach, kale.
Oh, kale.
Green peppers, eggplant, tomatoes, radishes, beets. You can get some fresh onions from this brother, folks. You ain't got to pay them high prices.
I know, that's right.
And a variety of herbs like he brought in for Miss B this morning.
Do you grow sweet onions?
We do red onions.
Red onions.
Ooh, I like red onions.
Yeah. They make a salad pretty. He's growing a salad, too. That's like
so,
that.
Of course, but how long does it take where you're going to have all of these things? I know you said right now, the spring just started, so you just into the season.
Yeah, so I say really by the end of May, we'll start having like spinach, salad, the lettuce, and things like that. And then I'm going to get some things planted this week, so we'll probably first week, second week of June, we'll have a lot of different variety of stuff. We'll have some beets, some radishes, because they don't take that long. They take so if I plant them this week, they'll probably take 4 to 6 weeks to start to be all the way to ready.
Where you want them.
They'll be almost ready to
what
pick.
I'm telling you, they popped them up already, Brother Kajay. They popping up all over the place. We got a phone call, Miss
Now
B.
with the beets, you do keep the green leaves with the beets. That's some of the best part.
Yeah.
I have my own recipe for beets with the green tops.
I do that with them and also turnip greens as well too.
Oh yes.
So me personally, I don't really eat the green part of the beets. I've never. Now that you say that, I'm gonna try it. I've never.
You save
never
them
really
for me.
that
I
part.
will buy them
No,
for
you can get it. Yes, for sure.
the green. Oh yes, my recipe.
But the turnip greens, yes, I do like turnip greens.
Oh,
We got the testimony. Let's see who we got here checking in with Brother Kajay this morning. You on the air with Theo Broughton, Brother Kajay Mark Cummings. Feedback. Talk to us this morning. Who are we speaking with?
Yes, this is Sister Katrina Henry.
Could you speak a little louder for us?
Yes, this is Sister Katrina Henry. Can you hear me?
Thank you for joining us this morning.
You're more than welcome.
Yes, indeed.
Peace and love to you. to you all.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, Miss Henry, this brother Ikaje out here doing some things with the young kids and teaching people how to farm. You got any questions for him this morning?
Well, I have. I know he was talking about the dandelion plant.
Yes.
And my auntie used to specialize in herbs, food, and medicine that she used from the dandelion plant. One in particular, the dandelion plant, the leaves look like the teeth of a lion. That's why they call it a dandelion.
I never noticed that.
Comes out in the spring.
Wow.
There's other plants that look like dandelion, but it's not a dandelion if it doesn't have the lion's teeth to it.
Oh, wow. That's how you identify the difference.
Flower, yes. The seeds of the plant she used if he was constipated. She used the seeds and made medicine. And I tell you, it got rid of any constipation. They also use, as the brother mentioned, the stems, but they also made dandelion wine.
Oh.
And they would also cook
dandelion wine.
the dandelion.
Wow.
We sound like y'all two need to get together, because see, this is what we talk about. People got a lot of knowledge out here, and we trying to connect all of this. And what's that number? He gonna give you that. Did you take down the number the first time?
I thought we did.
Oh, well, she did now. Give her your number where she can get in touch with you.
248-993-3610. That's 248-993-3610.
Did you get that,
Thank
sister?
you so much.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, definitely. We want you to get in touch with Brother Ikaje, because, hey, you can come on down and teach the kids on one of them Sundays.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow.
That's what we trying to do, expand this thing. Well, sister, we so glad you checking in, because that means you up bright and early checking in on the Feedback Show.
You got that right. All right.
You
come up to you all. Make your day nice.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, thank you.
I appreciate
thank
that
you
love.
for calling.
Yes, indeed, brother. I'm telling you, they touch, because, I mean, you know, when you go to the land, it's just something about the land.
My next question.
Yes.
Watermelon.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody
It's
says.
a picture of a watermelon on my brochure, too.
Yes, yes.
So we grow watermelon, too.
Yes. Oh, June is the season.
Yeah.
So we back to some seeded watermelons.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
Yes, and we don't use any pesticides or anything. We use natural. I don't like the term organic, because, like, it doesn't really mean what people think it means.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So we just say, like, natural, the natural farming methods. You know what I mean? So we try not to really even till the land. We use no-till methods.
Okay.
No pesticides, no chemicals or anything like that. Our biggest problem really is deer.
Okay.
We had deer in the
no.
because they tore a lot of houses down in that area. So, you know, they come in.
You get a lot of rabbits, too?
Right.
Yeah, it's rabbits, but the rabbits, honestly, really, like, they don't tear the garden up like that. Like, they be eating everything else.
They said they're just happy to be there.
Yeah, so like the gophers and the deer is really like, and mainly the deer.
Okay.
Because, like, they wipe out, like, you would have you'll be ready to think you had tomatoes, everything out there ready to harvest it. The next day you come out there, everything is gone.
Wow, that's funny, because, you know, you don't usually see too many deer running around in the city.
They've been in my community for last few years, so now we gonna put up a fence around the produce, because I don't have a fence around my property, because I want it to be welcoming to the people. So we gonna put like some wood post fence with like a rope type of fence, but not nothing that's like keeping, because we don't have any, you know, it's my community where I grew up at, so I don't really have issues. It's like people vandalizing or bothering our stuff or anything like that. You have little stuff, but for the most part, you know, the community take care of me. You know what I'm saying? Because they know I'm gonna take care of them.
Got you.
What about what do you call it? Gophers? They have several names, but someone shared with me, I guess, a couple of weeks ago, that used coffee grounds
repel gophers.
Oh yeah, that's new to me. I use my main thing I use is garlic and cayenne pepper. Yeah. So most animals don't like cayenne.
We know the rabbits hate the cayenne.
Yeah, they don't like the cayenne pepper. They don't like the garlic either. Deer don't like the smell of garlic, and then the cayenne pepper, like it messes their nose, right. Or they paws too as well, because like most animals, they paws are porous, so that's how they sense and touch and smell. Get like extra enhanced. So if we get in there, it'll mess up they don't like it to get in their paws and stuff like that as well.
Yeah.
Well, it takes money to build fences and build all of these raised gardens. You mentioned that you got another concern going on to raise money for what you're doing.
Yes,
Talk about that other business you got there.
So my business is called Nature Spill, and what we are is a herbal apothecary. So basically, we sell different herbal products, natural products, from soaps to deodorants, shea butters, teas, incense, anything that you could think of that's natural or that helps, health wise. We do sea moss capsules.
Oh, that's big now.
Wait now. Yes.
So we have
the sea moss
we have
drinks?
a variety. I don't do the drinks. I only do raw sea moss and sea moss capsules. I don't sell the gel, or I don't do sea moss shakes or anything, because they don't have a long shelf life. So that's something that I would have to make sure that I'm getting rid of in a fast amount of time. So I keep the capsules, and the raw sea moss can last for years. So I keep it.
Now, where is this located where they can come on over and check you out?
I don't have a brick and mortar, but we have a website, naturespill.com. That's NATURESSPILL, naturespill.com.
Naturespill.
And that's
Spill.
Yeah, Nature Spill. Yeah.
Yeah, not
what,
pill.
S-P-I-L?
Right, that's like spilling something out.
S-P-I-L. Oh, okay.
Nature Spill, folks. .com.
Okay.
So
and you're gonna have watermelon.
Yes, I will. Yes, we do. We grow watermelon every year. So yes, I have water. I will have watermelon.
That has all of the minerals and boy,
seeded watermelon.
Yes.
But the watermelon that we have is a different variety than what people see mainly in the store. We have sugar baby watermelon, so they're the smaller and they darker. They don't have the stripes on them. They just like dark green.
Dark green.
Yeah,
but as long as that flesh is nice and juicy.
It's real. They sweeter than the bigger ones.
Wait a minute now. Yes.
So yeah, the watermelon is a part of what we grow for sure.
Well, I'm gonna put down 20 towards some of that dandelion tea when it's ready.
Okay.
Listen, I'm giving you some money for my beet greens. Not that I don't want the beets, but I definitely want the green.
Okay.
Indeed, folks. So y'all got a lot of information to take in today.
Oh, yes.
Go, if you don't have your pen, go get it right now. We're going to go over the information again before Brother Kajay leave. They calling me on the regular phone now.
That's right.
I'm like,
Sly, wake up.
Like, come on now. I know you want to get in touch with Brother Kajay. I'll hook y'all all up. Don't even worry about it. And, I'm telling you, it's a good thing, brother. You're doing a good thing. And I'm going to do the mission statement right quick. You say, our mission is to provide our communities with fresh produce at affordable prices. This eliminating the food apartheid in Detroit, folks. And you know it's plenty of food deserts out there. They're working diligently with our brothers and sister farms. So there's a lot of other farms out there. Like we members of Detroit Food Co-op ourselves, a research member. We got about 10, 15 people in there.
Yeah.
And we waiting for them to finish that spot over there in Woodward and Euclid.
Yeah.
And we create educational, that's the key. This guy going to teach you how to be a farmer yourself. Get a little spot, build one of them things in your backyard. I think I want to build one.
Yeah, and that's a part of what we do as well too. Just to not to cut you off, to let the people know we do consultations. We'll come out and assess the land and give you, that's a part of our business as well. So that's a part of what I do. That's a part of my business, part of Liberated Farms, and also too to let people know with our youth apprentice program, we make the youth part owner of the land that they work in. So our first class was in 2021 on the land that we own right now. Okay. So the land that we own, my original class owns 25% of that land. So any money, anything that's made off of that land, if we do an event and we make money and we get land, that 25% of that goes to
the kids,
to the students.
Oh,
Yep, and they split it amongst them. You know, it just goes to that class.
Right.
But and then this year, this class we like I said, we getting 4 more lots. So this class will own part of those lots. They will own 25% of those lots. So anything that we do and what we're doing is we looking to build a small a fruit orchard. A fruit tree orchard. So that won't be ready for a few years, but we're gonna be we're gonna be planting the trees and all that stuff this year.
I didn't know. I just learned 2 years ago that peaches grow in Detroit.
Yeah, we got some peach trees on the farm too that we got from Keep Growing Detroit last year.
Yeah.
But they haven't produced fruit yet. So we got them last year. I'm not sure if they'll produce fruit this year, but next year we should definitely have peaches.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was really surprised. I did not know peaches would grow here.
Yeah, they used to have peach trees in people's backyard. I remember that from when I was a kid. Apple trees, pear trees, and peach trees.
Pear trees too?
Yeah, pear trees for sure.
I heard somebody called me the other day, said they got a lemon tree in their backyard.
Really?
So, I mean, look.
I can't imagine.
I got a lemon tree.
Okay, see that.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I was thinking with you.
Yeah, I got a lemon tree. I got it from a lady on the east side. She got a whole bunch. She got fig trees, citrus trees, apple trees, all that in her backyard. She got like a small orchard in her backyard.
Look at that, Miss Bro. We opening the door to folks out here. Folks, if you watching this program, you got a true today. It was a true fun today. I mean, you know.
I want to shout out the Detroit Black Farmer Land Fund as well. That's what I'm rocking a T-shirt. That's
Bring
how.
that back all the way so they can see that.
Well, yeah.
All right.
Detroit
Black
Farmer Land
Land Fund. All right. That's what I'm talking about.
That is wonderful.
So this is an organization started by 4 black women here in Detroit, black women farmers. And what they do is help people like me get land. So they help, like if you want to buy land and farm on, so what they do is they make you sign a contract. So if they help you get the land for 5 years, you can't sell the land and you have to farm, have some type of something going on it.
They want to make sure you ain't trying to just turn a quick profit.
Exactly. I mean, I have no intention on ever selling my land, but that's something that's, you know, I think that's good. And they also, it's the Detroit Black Farmer Land Fund. So you must be black or a person of color to apply.
Wow.
And they help people get the lots. They help people, you know, navigate through everything with the land bank. They also help you get resources. They'll help you get equipment. They'll help you get anything. So if you already have a farm and you need funds to help that farm, they'll help you with that too as well. So it's not just about if you already have land, you can get help from them as well too.
So they can go to yourliberatedfarm.com and get that information too, right?
Or go to Detroit. They can email me.
They
can go to the website and then, you know, contact us and we can get them the link. But it's the Detroit Black Farmer Land Fund.com. They have their own website as well too.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Now I had a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Where or how do you find good dirt?
So,
I know
I
about
have a compost guy.
Right.
So I get. I order a lot of. We order soil. So me and two other the group of people that I farm with on the block, we got a big order of like 30 yards of compost to come in. So finished compost is just soil. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? So so we order it, and you get 30 yards for like $500. It's not, but that 30 yards is a lot.
Right.
So last year we got 30 yards, and then this year we still had some of it left over, but it was only 2 of us splitting it.
Right.
And we own small land. We don't till, so it's, you know.
Well, how much you think you need for one of them starter hookups?
Start a garden.
Maybe like 5-6 yards, maybe. You don't need a full 30 yards. That's if you're doing it like on our scale.
So you get your raised bed, get you about 5 yards of soil.
I say start off with at least 2 raised beds, so you can have one for your cold crops and one for your hot crops. So you can put your spinach, your kale, lettuce, and stuff on one part, and then you can do the tomatoes, peppers, and stuff in another one because they, you know. They grow in different times.
Right. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, now give me some examples of
cold crops and hot crops.
So a cold crop would be, like I said, spinach, lettuce, collard greens, anything that can grow in the early spring.
And you
so like
harvest
March,
around.
April.
Oh, okay.
You would plant that then at that time, and you'll harvest it through. It'll grow throughout the
September,
season,
October, November,
but
like
it's
that.
best to plant in the cold because it won't grow. Like if you try to plant spinach in the summertime, it'll grow, but then once it sprout, it'll if it's too hot, it'll burn out.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? So it won't grow.
So it won't mature.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? It won't mature if it's too hot. So if you grow it in the spring, and you already start producing and harvesting, it'll continue to grow throughout the season, especially kale, stuff, kale, you got your cabbage and stuff like that.
Right.
What you want to grow more in the colder, and then you can at the end of the season you can grow kale, you can bring it back like in end of August, September, it'll still grow. But your hot crops will be like your peppers, tomatoes, eggplant, things like that. Watermelon, your cantaloupe, your fruit.
I'm gonna say
stuff
this:
like that.
get your kids down there so the adults can have an excuse to learn how to do this stuff.
And we accept adult volunteers while during our youth classes as well too. That's so if you want to volunteer, you want to just come be a part of the class, and you're an adult, you can come. But we don't pay adults. We only pay the youth.
I feel you.
So all adults have to give volunteer service or bring a youth with them. You know what I mean? So if you bring a youth, then you're welcome to come.
Now, Miss Brown, we got about
grow cabbage.
4 more minutes before we have to call it in.
Goodness.
I just want the Liberated Farm highlights, folks. This man been doing some stuff. What'd you say? You started in 2017?
2016.
2016.
Yeah.
Right. You got an annual book bag giveaway.
Yes, sir.
Man, over 1,000 book bags you done donated to youth so far, and the local families. So you guys doing a lot of good stuff in the community. You got a youth apprenticeship program. They pay these youth folks, like he said, to learn about this. And then, what's the grassroots block party? I love something like a block party.
So last year we was our first annual block party. So we incorporated like the book bag giveaway and all that. So we just incorporated that into like a block party.
Okay.
So since we got multiple people on our block farming, we was like, so I brought in I actually had one of the people from the Detroit Black Farmer Land Fund come speak.
Okay.
And I had I got a partner that's out of Jacksonville, Florida, that does real estate and does a lot of the things that we do helping
shout
black.
his name out.
Diallo Sekou out of
right.
Jacksonville, Florida. That's my brother. So I had him come speak last year. So it was like just a block fun event. We got vendors. We have a bounce house and all that stuff for the kids, everything, you know what I mean? So this year.
And when is that going to be around?
This year is going to be in August. Okay. It's August. So we always have our block party in August to commemorate Black August as well, too.
Now feel free to use my page. Keep us all updated.
Oh, no, I got you.
Put
Yeah,
everything over on Hood Research.
I'm going
page.
to definitely send me the link for the Hood Research page, too, because I
got
got
you.
your personal page, but I don't have the Hood Research page. And I'll definitely keep you posted. And like I said, like all the people that you had mentioned earlier, Baba Malik, Yusuf, Quase, all those are, my elders or OGs that and I adopted a lot of my programs for the programs that they already have going. So, I didn't reinvent the wheel or I didn't try to act like I'm coming with this.
And you can't have enough.
Spectacular.
People out
of
here
course.
trying to get food to the people.
And my thing is this. For me, I feel like if you should be based in your community. So wherever you live or wherever, like where I grew up at, so I do things where in the community that I live in and also the community where I grew up in. I want to move back into the community that I grew up in, but it's hard, few and far between finding good houses over there. So we in the process of trying to get a house from the land bank, but you know how that go. But that's my thing. Like I don't. Like people who don't have a community base or have roots where I can go check you out and see who you are and talk to people who know you, like that's like, I don't know, that make me nervous. You know what I'm saying?
But hey, folks, get in touch with this brother Kajay. He the truth, and he gonna give you the truth. And get that number one more time.
248-993-3610. That's 248-993-3610. That's Ikaje or Brother Truth.
LiberatedFarms.com, folks. Miss Broden, take us to the break.
Sir. Okay. Well, We have been so excited today. I mean, and all this information, and I can't wait for the beet greens and the watermelon. But anyway, I want you to remember that number, remember our guests, and look forward to the event that's going to take place in August. And we will bring that information back to you. So don't forget who you met right here on Feedback, the Positive Image Show by Hood Research. And we'll be back momentarily.
It's time to do something more. Join the Detroit Police Department, either straight out of high school or make a bold career change. Officers start at $40,000, plus health insurance, paid vacation, retirement plans, and more. Apply online at joindetroitblue.org.
It's the These Nuts Show with your host, Butter and friends. Butter here, magician escape artist, practicing for my show tonight. Come on in, have a seat.
All right, everybody, settle. Butter, you're on in 5, 4, 3, 2.
In a few seconds, there gotta be enough to get out of this one. Twist a little turn cutter. It's showtime. It's your old friend Butter here. I may be a nut, but I know to wear my mask. Please welcome our first guest tonight, fitness guru Wally Wallman.
Wally Woodland here to tell you to wash your hands with soap and water for 20 seconds so you will stay healthy and strong like me.
Almond Cruz here, sliding in with the news. Distance is what we must do to stay away from the chew and other germs in the air that might be trying to get on you. Social distancing is a wonderful way to see friends. As long as you're 6 feet apart, you win.
Hey there, friends. I wouldn't miss this for the world. It's me, Pumpkin Spice, your healthy girl. Remember, it's important to use your kind hearts and follow the signs to stay healthy and safe at all times.
Chica Chiminsky here to say, don't forget the little ones that need you to lead the way. That's how we remember to wash our hands, mask, and social distance today.
Morgan Raisin. Yes, it's me, here to sing about health and safety. We are all here to help get a message out to your grapevine, teaching healthy choices to stay safe all the time.
Don't let these guys drive you nuts. Put your mask on first, they'll let you be. And it keeps me safe from the
chew
that's trying to get on me.
Butter me up, she's right, you know. Thank you, Hallie Cranberry, for joining the show. Let's all be nuts about our health. Social distancing, wash your hands frequently, use hand sanitizer, and wear a mask. Practice what we learned to stay away from the germs. We're all in this together. Coming soon, the many adventures of these nuts in a theater near you.
This is Bruce Simpson, your City of Detroit Ombudsman. I am here to address all of your complaints and concerns. If you need assistance regarding city services, please contact my office at 313-224-6000 or contact us via email at ombudsman@detroitmi.gov. This is Bruce Simpson, your City of Detroit Ombudsman.
You ready to put your podcast on iHeartRadio? Yes, your podcast on iHeartRadio. What about Alexa, Roku, Fire Stick, Apple TV, Android, or iPhone? Plus live TV streaming. Get your podcast seen and heard all over the world. Call 313-868-6612. Pre-recorded shows are accepted to be archived. This is a WHPR distribution platform. Download the app from the App Store. Go to WHPRTV.com. Channels available for lease 24/7 on Roku, Fire Stick, or Apple TV. Coming soon, subscription and pay-per-view.
Also,
Block Time is available. Get yours. Call 313-868-6612. That's 313-868-6612. Executive producer R.J. Watkins. Program director Henry Tyler. 107.5 FM WGPR HD2. RadioWeCanSee.com.
You're watching WHPS, Highland Park, Detroit.
WHGPR Detroit HD2.
Feedback. Hi, this is Theo Broughton.
And I am Thabiti Mpinga.
Inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for Feedback.
A positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
And take us along with you. Feedback.
Along with you. You know there's an app you can do WHPR TV 33 on demand. Is that right, Tim?
It.
No? Now, wait a minute. Okay, there is an app. What's the app? My engineer knows all this good stuff.
WHPR.com.
WHPR.com? Oh. TV 33. WHPR.com. Oh, yeah.
I know I got the site. But you could really just go to YouTube,
okay,
put in WHPR TV, boop, it'll pop up, and you can go see all the videos there. You just hit the button. Oh, there it is.
All of the shows.
All the shows.
Yes.
And I'm telling you, I just
feedback.
For feedback for all of them down here. You know, there's a lot of people doing good things.
Absolutely.
And just want to thank Brother R.J. Watkins again for this station is beautiful, people. Let me tell you guys something. Black entrepreneurship, you can say what you want to say. You can think people ain't getting things done, but people getting things done.
That's right.
Okay.
Positive things are getting done.
Exactly.
We just need to spread the word. We need to become walking billboards.
Yes.
Talking radio commercials.
Exactly.
That's what we need to do. We need to be that.
And,
you need to let people know about what you learned. All that is positive that's going around in this community. And I can't wait for the beets and the watermelon.
Yes, indeed. I can't wait for a seeded watermelon.
Oh,
it's like you can't even find them anymore.
I know.
There it is, folks. We got people out there doing it and doing it big. And you got engineers like Brother Timmy Tim that get it done. One of the best engineers in the business right over here at WHPR.
That's right.
Indeed. That's the thing. So, Miss Broughton, we were talking earlier about the whole piece here that is getting a little zany out there. Oh, we forgot to ask my man his birthday. I just thought about that. It was so exciting. We were just moving and grooving.
Text him. Maybe he'll
I'm going to go ahead and give him a text and let him know. Send your birthday to us. We're going to run it out here and let everybody know what's happening.
Right. That's right.
We were talking, and folks, this is the thing. This is why what we do, what we can do. You know, we talk about reparation, and we definitely need reparation. And that's just a way for them to say, you know, we wronged y'all. But in the meantime, we got to build up these alliances. I mean, everybody out here doing something. And, you know, like I said, I put down $20 for some tea. It don't seem like much. But when you got like 50 people that put down $20 for some tea, now you got $1,000. Now you working with some stuff. Now you get a little money to pay for that fence he needs. And this is how we build up stuff in the community. It don't take much, Miss Broughton. That's why I love Hood Research. $20 is a membership for Hood Research, folks. 1 year membership, you get connected with all these groups we have on the show. You get connected to some beautiful people in the neighborhoods, beautiful people in the community, all over the city. And not only that, all over the country. We got people all over the country members of Hood Research.
That's right.
Because they love this show and they like, oh man, this feedback. Because it ain't just about Detroit. It's about all of us out here. That's why these shows, you know, somebody in another city watching this show and say, I want to start one of them community gardens, Ms. Broughton.
That's right. Absolutely.
I didn't think about it. I could just build me a little thing in the back. That way I ain't got to dig up the soil and figure all that out. I just build me one of them dog things. What did they call it? I forgot what he called it.
What, the raised bed?
Yeah, the raised bed. Just
That's
build
right.
me a raised bed and put some soil in there and start growing stuff. So I'm definitely going to holler them about that because my mother used to always farm. I think it was something different about mothers back in the 70s and things. They was always having all kind of gardens and they did everything. And my old
Go out in the backyard and pick some string beans and
then you
have them with dinner.
Exactly. Go fishing, you know, pull, you know, get all the, I used to do that for the old dude, his friend Geach. Be out there digging up them worms and things. The kids got to learn to get their hand dirty.
Right. Yeah, there's always soap and water.
But yes, indeed. But yeah, Miss Broughton was asking me about what's going on with this foolishness out here. And like I had said, you had the folks in Iowa, and they say that the millennials and the Generation Z kids, they already said they tired of working for nothing. They gonna quit. They said more people quitting jobs in 2023. They ain't never seen nothing like it before, because these businesses ain't taking care of these young folks. So they getting up out of here. So it's getting so bad that they like, look, can we give the younger kids something to do? Because they don't want to pay anyway. So you know they ain't going to pay no 10-year-old, no 11-year-old, no $15 an hour.
Yeah, and in Iowa, they want to get rid of the child labor law so that the children can work.
Lord have mercy, Jesus. But I came across this. It's in the Week magazine. They always give you 6 free issues. That's how I get them. It's one of them conservative magazines. You'd be surprised what type of information you get out of these, because they tell on themselves. They ain't got no problem. They know they out here making a mess of things.
They know they're wrong.
Anything. So let me see. I'm trying to find the article. And another thing they doing, Ms. Broughton, is because these Republicans don't want to take this money from the Obamacare Act for Medicaid upgrades, they're losing their hospitals. Hospitals are closing all over the South. And unfortunately, the state of Mississippi is one of the leading places. And, they're already catching a lot of heck now. It's
there's a move to try and take over Jackson, capital of Mississippi.
Exactly. They want to split
because it's predominantly African American. And so now they want to reinstitute segregation, as if segregation doesn't currently exist. Anyway.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So here's the thing. Here's what the Republicans want to do. Real quick. In Des Moines. All right.
Des Moines, Iowa.
Let's see. Labor unions oppose the bill, of course. What they want to do is let kids under 16 work up to 6 hours a day and until 9 p.m. during the school year. Now, this is during the school year.
Up to 9 p.m. When are they going to study?
I'm like, what? They don't care about these kids learning nothing.
They don't have to study.
Now, 16 and 17-year-olds will be allowed to work as many hours per day as adults.
Whoa.
While some jobs will be excluded for 14 to 17-year-olds, and a sweeping exception for training programs could allow for even the most dangerous work. So they're going to put them to doing all kind of crazy. They're going to put these teen folks in there, boxes and moving boxes and working on the construction. They'll be working on the roads in a minute.
Wow.
Lord have mercy. So they're going crazy in Iowa. As you know, the Republican is a female, by the way, Governor Kim Reynolds. Lord have mercy. I tell you, it don't matter, women or men, these Republicans is zany that they come. Now, they had an article called When Hospitals Go Broke. Lord have mercy. Rural America has lost hundreds of hospitals in the last 3 years and could soon lose 100 more. My, oh my. Wow. More than 300 hospitals in rural areas have closed in the last 2 decades, leaving tens of millions of Americans an hour or more away from the nearest trauma care center.
Wow.
Over 2,000 rural hospitals remain, but more than half are operating at a financial loss. And 30% could close in the near future. Folks, are you hearing this? So here's the problem here. They talk about Mississippi. And I tell you, I don't even like driving through Mississippi. In Mississippi, the nation's poorest state, uncompensated care costs for hospitals has reached more than $600 million a year. And only a handful of hospitals are losing money. A recent poll found that 80% of Mississippians, including 70% of those Republicans, support the Medicaid expansion. But unfortunately, Governor Tate Reeves continues to oppose what he calls the expansion of Obamacare, welfare, and socialized medicine.
Oh.
So you know what that means. They don't want black folks to have care.
Right.
And because they don't want us to have care, folks, they own suffering. Everybody's suffering because they don't want the folk at the bottom to have anything.
That's the reason we need to become walking, talking commercials, walking, talking billboards. We need to share information, let people know. What you have just shared is not something that will only affect the black community.
That's right.
We have to let others know that will affect them as well. And perhaps when they realize that their head's on the chopping block, they may say, wait a minute. No, we don't want that. You know.
You can't hang on to this racism. That's why I made the shirts. Are you tired of racism? Mm-hmm. See, when you walking in the street with something like that on, even the white folk got to do a double take. My buddy said he was wearing his and went in the store with the Asian guy, and the Asian guy just nodded at him. Because they know. Don't nobody want to have to deal with this foolishness. Mm-hmm. It's really just a blight and a stain on the entire world. But America knows it's the richest country on earth. They set the standard. If they decided, look, we're going to start treating everybody fairly, we know we got to take care of the folks we took advantage of for 400 years. Mm-hmm. If they just started doing that, I think even the world would get better. I think the climate would change just on the strength of that. Because God would be like, okay, y'all trying to act like y'all got some sense now. Okay, I'm going to cut y'all a little slack so we can start healing. Because that's really what it's all about. How you going to say you want to heal the world, but then you don't want to heal your people?
That you can't do that.
Like, come on now. You can't be talking all this climate change. You want to heal the climate now, but then treat your people like garbage.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man.
Lord have mercy.
Where do we start? Well, there's one thing that we definitely need to do, and that is encourage people to tutor our children. Our children have suffered along with the rest of us during the past, it's 3 years now, that this pandemic has been, it's just been taking a toll on everybody around the world.
Exactly.
Right? And our children have had difficulties because the classes were taught online. Every child does not have access to a computer. You know? Every child does not know how to use a computer. And it is incumbent upon us to share the need for our children to learn how to read and how to comprehend what they read. That's very important. And what is asked is 1 hour a week, 1 hour a week to spend helping the child read. Or you can do 2 days in the week at 1 hour each. That which will fit into your schedule is all they're asking for. So I just keep, letting people know the need. And in addition to that, there is a telephone number for anyone who is interested in tutoring a child. And that number is area code 734-934-5215. Again, area code 734-934-5215.
Folks,
and you can get assistance with that.
Now, Hood Research has adopted their own school over there, correct?
That's correct.
Barton Elementary over on Ohio and Joy Road. And I'm telling you, Ms. Brown has done so many great things for this school. Hood Research is definitely, she's a member of the Barton McFarland Association. So we're doing great things. We had a tree about to fall on the school. We had them to remove that. We then donated a piano to the school. And these kids learn how to play some of these musical instruments. What else have we done over there, Ms. Broughton, for that Barton Elementary?
Well, we had a hayride for the children. Matter of fact, we had 2. And this was to give them an opportunity to see horses up close and personal. And the older children who were not afraid, who wanted to get up on a horse and sit, they got a chance to do that as well. We have purchased some games and popcorn machine. What do they call that? Snow cone machine.
Okay.
Yeah, so that they can have fun with that. I've had a representative from the Lions Club to call the principal to make arrangements for the children's eyes to be tested.
We're going to be taking care of that this year.
To be tested, yes.
On the early days.
And there's a gentleman who has talked with the principal who knows about what they call it, hydroponic gardening.
Okay.
That is inside the school.
Mm-hmm.
And when I recommended to him, I said, well, hey, why don't you divide, this is my daughter's idea, divide the class into 3.
Mm-hmm.
The 1/3 of the class would grow lettuce. The second third of the class would grow cucumbers. And the third third of the class would grow tomatoes.
So you got a salad right
there. Exactly, yeah.
I
so
love
they
it.
They could watch, the vegetables grow and be proud of what they've done.
They'll have a little competition, who got the best vegetables.
Right. And I've had authors to go in and read to them books that they've written, and we purchased a book, so each child got a book.
Mm-hmm.
And this particular day, the book was read, I think it was about the squirrels who planted their nuts before the winter.
Okay.
The winter came and they couldn't find them.
They couldn't find them. They forgot where they put the nuts.
Right. So she read the book. The children were happy. And this is what happened. The children said, will you autograph my book? These are young children who were aware.
Oh, yeah.
Will you autograph my... And she just smiled. She was so happy that, well, yeah, I'd be glad to do that. So
then it become a keepsake.
Exactly,
I always get my books autographed.
Mm-hmm.
That's the key.
But
That's
this
the
was
key.
from the understanding of children who know about that.
Yeah, they know what's going on.
That was really good.
And Ms. Brown, we were speaking coming in, and folks, there's so much that happened this week. You can't keep up with everything. We were talking about the gentleman who kind of lost his cool and then ended up shooting people at that gas station about the black pain piece.
Right.
And, I was telling Ms. Broughton, I had an encounter with a police officer here on Friday during Cinco de Mayo. I drove up to one of the pizza places over there in Mexican Town. I didn't see the sign. I was parked. I just ran. I went in there 2 minutes. He come out and give me a parking ticket. And the way he talked to me, he was like, can't you read? And I'm like, come on now. There's no way to talk to citizens. And I think we're going to have to start understanding, and downtown going to have to start understanding. Look, these public servants, they're going to have to start acting like we the public they serve, okay?
Uh-huh.
They can't just talk to us any old kind of way because they're the police officer, and then he threatened to tow my car and all this foolishness. And I was telling Ms. Broughton, that made me so angry because I'm like, you don't have to do that. And then during the day, it's very microaggression. The girl snatched my money at the vegetable and fruit market because I asked her to give me a double my bags, You deal with so much, folks, and we know mentally you can lose your cool. So that's why I brought this book in right quick. Black Pain, a sister named Terry M. Williams had written it a few years ago. I picked it up. It's called Real Talk for When There's Nowhere to Go But Up. And that's all. That's the key, Miss Bro. We ain't got nowhere to go but up from here. A lot of anger, and you can lose your cool at any time.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of pain, folks. So that's why we bring in the love over here, feedback. To soothe the pain out there. You had a long week of foolishness. You want to be able to open up the week on a positive note, Miss Brody.
Right.
Which is why I love feedback.
Mm-hmm.
I love the guests we had down here. The BD come on and he tell y'all, your pen and paper ready. I was watching one of the shows. The BD had all kind of information about getting work out here. You're going to get it all down here. And that's the important part. Because Miss Broden, how long you been doing this show over here? It's a long time.
Well over 20 years.
Folks.
Because Hood Research is 31 years old.
20 years. Doing this, has it always been at this time?
Yeah, we
pretty much in the morning.
Yeah, mostly.
See,
yeah.
folks.
We started out doing radio. We did radio here, and we did radio at WDTR as well.
Gotcha.
That was afternoon. Mm-hmm. But the TV shows been most of them.
So that's commitment, folks. Okay, commitment to you, the community. We gotta be better because we ain't got nowhere to go but up from here. I got my man Not book out here, Dr. Tommy Curry. We got to get him on. He over in Scotland. He's got the Blackmail Institute. He's trying to help out these young brothers. And he wrote a book, Race, Class, Gender, and the Dilemmas of Black Manhood. And it's one of my better books. I done hooked up with a lot of good brothers online. I'm telling you, that's all over the country. Dr. T. Hassan Johnson, he teaches black studies at Fresno State. He's a friend of mine now on Facebook. And I'm going to have to get in touch with him. Maybe we can do a phone call with him at some point. And I'm telling you, like the brother Kajay we had in here, sisters, I just want y'all to know. It's good men. We've been fighting for this. And we got to understand, we didn't get here with not having no good men. Civil rights movement men out there fighting, dying, all this other stuff, just so we can have the right to be talking on the radios and be out here getting jobs. Y'all women out here like, yeah, everybody battled for that. It wasn't easy to get us in these places we in now. Top of corporate America and all this other stuff. So my thing is, let's incorporate everybody, because I noticed you got to see what stuff is slick, Miss Broden.
Right.
These companies now are giving everything to the sister. It's a divide and conquer move. You got, what's the name, say you're going to give $10 billion, and I don't think they're going to do it, but they claim it. You know, what's in the big company that does all of the investments. And they
you talking about Detroit?
No.
Where?
Up there in New York.
Okay.
But Goldman Sachs, that's it. Goldman Sachs is
got
going to supposed to invest $10 billion over 10 years for black woman business. Okay, and they said nothing about black men. They got this Indian sister, she a Nigerian, the name Pompey, Asahi Pompey. She running the whole thing. And I watched the thing. I put it on my Facebook page, and she pretty much saying, look, this for the sisters, and we about the sisters. And, you know, it's like, look, the brothers out here struggling. Google, they got a thing for the sisters. 100,000 sisters, they going to get them in technology, help them out. And then you got Visa say they're going to get $10,000 scholarships out to black women. If you can't see the game they playing, then you're missing it. They averaging us out, but then, sisters, look what's happening. The Latino sisters saying they want some of that money. You had J-Lo on the morning show and the other Eva Longoria. They said, well, look, we didn't contributed a lot to this country. Why can't Goldman Sachs give us some of that $10 billion? And see, you're going to start seeing a rift between these other women and black women. Because they're going to be like, look, we struggle with racism too. You know, why should only the black women get? You got to see the plays they putting out here. So sisters, you can't just truncate your experience from black men. We all locked in this together. And we got to understand, when we go out there and ask for something, it ain't as women and men, it's as black folks. There's a battle, and we in it. So, Miss Broden, I just
support one another.
Exactly.
In that, yeah.
So I just wanted to put that out there, and man, and you know, get that off my chest. Cause then they put a black woman yesterday, and I should have played that black woman.
Oh no!
But yes, indeed, they put that 715. That's black woman for y'all folks out here who play the lottery every now and then. That's a little extra. We want the state to fund some of these things. But yes, indeed. So Miss Broden, I'm just, I'm gonna tell you, it's a pleasure and an honor to be a co-host on this feedback show. And I'm glad you asked me, and it's just a good thing, you know. And I feel good about the fact that I already knew hood research. I've been a member. I came back as a member the last 2 years. But it's just, when you see me in June, I'm going to go ahead on, folks, and come in as a lifetime member, because it's time to just put your money where your mouth is, folks. And you know organizations that's doing good things. And just go ahead and give them the lifetime check. If you got it, give it to them. You know you got $300 stashed away. And do this thing and be a part of something great, because we trying to expand some things out there and move forward. Tim said we got 7 minutes.
7 minutes. Oh, Lord. 7 minutes. I have enjoyed this morning and our guests and all of the information. And I enjoy the high energy that you bring to this program. I really do.
Well, thank you, Ms.
And it also is to energize those of you who are tuned in, to inspire those of you who are tuned in, to participate with Hood Research. And you know, Mark, even if it's someone who is not currently able to leave the home, you know, 99.99.99.9% of people in this country have a telephone.
Yes, they do.
So use the phone. Call someone. Share with them the information that you not only learned this morning, but last Monday and the Monday before and the Monday before that. And know that each Saturday we continue with our conversation. We're on the phone from 3 p.m. until 6 p.m. You don't have to leave your home. You don't have to leave your easy chair. Don't have to leave your backyard. You don't even have to leave your bed if you don't want to. But just dial 1-978-990-5000. The phone rings one time. The access code is 338-729. Press the pound key and you'll hear us talking. Some people call it hashtag. I don't know where they got that word from. Some people call it there's a tic-tac-toe sign. Whatever you call it, press it and join us each Saturday from 3 p.m. until 6.
Mm-hmm. I love it. Miss Brony just texted me his birthday.
Oh,
so brother
yes.
Kanye,
yes.
He said January 23rd is his birthday.
All right.
So he a winner, baby.
January the 23rd.
Yes,
January the 23rd.
He's got quite a lineup on his birthday.
1891.
Daniel Hale Williams founded Providence Hospital in Chicago, folks. We were running hospitals in the 1890s.
Wow.
How about that?
Yeah.
The nation's first African-American hospital. So that first was in Chicago, folks. Daniel Hale Williams, he the one that worked with the heart transplant people.
Heart surgery,
He was heavy brother. We got some. Hey, Susan L. Taylor, 1946. Editor-in-chief of Essence Magazine. Born in Harlem on this day. Ooh, this brother. Now, here go one to tie in what he doing. 1977, the first episode of Roots was aired on ABC.
Oh, wow.
We talking about roots, and you got to get them roots to have the good food. Go deep to the roots. Indeed. And let's see what we got here. Here go a good one for us, Miss Bro. And I don't think people realize it's just that soon. 1964, 24th Amendment abolished poll taxes and was ratified. I don't think we realized we were still getting hit with them poll taxes down south.
Oh, yeah. Any excuse used to prevent you from voting. And at this time, in 2023, wouldn't you know, around this country, we have elected officials doing what they can to make it more difficult, if not impossible, for our people to vote once again. We cannot let that continue. You got to fight against it. If your vote were not important, there wouldn't be so many trying to prevent you from completing and voting on your ballot.
Take us home, Miss B. Take us home.
Well, at Hood Research, we like to say it's not necessary for you to know everything. What is necessary, however, is for you to know how to find what you need when you need it. We encourage you to share with Hood Research as we seek out as much information as we can to share with you, to help us all grow and make better informed decisions. The email for Hood Research is contact@hoodresearch.org. That is, once again, CONTACT, the little at symbol with the A circled around it, HOODRESEARCH, hoodresearch.org, or contact@hoodresearch.org. Well, the cha-cha-cha is not a part of the email. However, the telephone number is the area code 248-234-2371. Once again, the area code 248-234-2371. If you want, call Hood Research. And to let you know that we plan to be back again next Monday, right here at WHPR at 9 a.m.
Yes, indeed. Brother Tim, as always, the engineer, thank you, brother. You do an incredible job, and I'm just excited for the next one.
Me too. All right.
Peace.
Tune in again. Peace.
Feedback. 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 Hi, this is Theo Broughton.
And I am Thabiti Mpinga.
Inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for feedback.
A positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV. Watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
And take us along with you. Feedback, feedback, feedback.